So here's my new home studio setup. It is super packed, but I am so excited to have my own space to work in. Let me show you guys a little bit closer what I have. So first off, I got a bigger desk so I can actually fit my Push 3 on here, which is very exciting. These are my main headphones that you see me wearing all the time, the Beyerdynamic DT Pro 700Xs. Really love these, they're super comfortable and they sound great as well. This is my MIDI keyboard that I've had for a while, the 61SL Mark III by Novation. Really great, especially for Ableton integration. My Motu M2, which is my audio interface. I switched from a Scarlett 2i2. This is my microphone, the Shure SM7B, and my newest addition, these Atom Audio T7Vs, which I just picked up on a great Black Friday deal. I think they're actually still on sale on Amazon if you want to pick these up. They sound amazing. I have some acoustic panels that I just put up, and this is basically my setup for now, and it is great. If you have any questions about any of the gear I use, drop me a comment below, and I am definitely happy to answer it. And speaking of Black Friday, there's some great deals on plugins happening right now, as I'm sure most of you know. So I figured I would share my 5 favorite plugins that I use pretty much all the time. And I have a lot of plugins. So if you want to check these out, this is my totally honest opinion, unsponsored, unendorsed. So let's hop on into the first one. So first off, we have FabFilter. They are doing their Black Friday sale with 25% off. They also usually do a spring sale for the same amount. And if you buy any of their plugins, if you buy through them, you usually get an extra loyalty discount. So Pro Q3, I cannot recommend this enough. While EQ8 does a great job in Ableton, this is just next level. It's so easy to dial in exactly the frequencies you're looking for, make cuts, boosts, whatever type of filter you need is so easy to pick here, and it's just a wonderful plugin. The other plugin from them I use all the time is Saturn, and this is a great multi-band distortion. You can see here that you can create crossover points at any point in the frequency spectrum and saturate with different types of saturation. You can even completely turn off sections of the saturation if you don't want to saturate, say, this low end, for instance. And it's just a really great sounding plugin. Next up, we have Arturia offering half off all of their software, and just like FabFilter, they do also offer loyalty discounts as well, which is awesome. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I use Analog Lab. I have the entire V collection actually, all of the time, and just the amount of presets in here is insane. This is just the keys presets, which is ridiculous. There are sounds in here for everything. And if you want a sound design as well, the V collection is awesome because you can pick a preset. And let's say I like that sound, but I want it to be more of a pad. So I can actually open up this soft synth and come in and change any of the parameters that I want. So I can just change this envelope. I can up the attack, up the sustain, and the release. And now I just changed it into a beautiful pad. And it also comes equipped with all of these easy to use macros to just quickly change the sound on the fly. Next up, we have Neural DSP, which I believe they have half off all of their amp sims right now. And all of these are top-notch. They sound amazing out of the box. And most of these were developed in partnership with very well-known guitarists. My go-to that I use all the time is the archetype Cory Wong. Just has some really nice presets for clean guitar, for lo-fi guitar. But you can also use this for things other than a guitar, like putting it on a synth. Just really amazing distortion on there, and you can use it to just liven up any vanilla sounding patch that sounds a little boring. Coming at number 4, we have Output. They have half off of everything right now. Their main offerings are Arcade, and in terms of effects, I would say Portal is probably my number 1 pick. It's a great granular effect plugin that you can put on pretty much any sound source and you're going to get something interesting. One of the ways I like to use it is to automate the dry wet so that my song, as it transitions from one section to another, kind of becomes increasingly chaotic. Probably my favorite way to use Portal is to throw it on an unexpected sound to turn it into a lush ambient pad. So let's take this guitar. I'm going to throw Portal on there at 100% wet. And then I'm going to turn on Valhalla Supermassive, which is a free reverb plugin. Then I'm going to go ahead and resample that. I'll go ahead and stretch that out and add one more reverb on here to make it even more washed out. And we have this really, really beautiful ambient sound. And last but definitely not least, Soothe 2 by Oeksound. The only reason I have this last is because it's not actually on sale right now. I believe they usually wait until real Black Friday, not this November Black Friday month. So keep an eye out if you've been waiting to get this one. So where I mainly like to use Soothe 2 is on drums, so cymbals, hi-hats, snare drums, anything that's going to have a lot of sharp resonances that can build up. Basically, you could do this with Pro Q or EQ8, and you can go through and find every little resonance you want to, or you can just chuck this on here and just have it do it in real time automatically for you. So let's A/B it on a cymbal loop. So here it is with it on and off. It's honestly a really subtle change, and it should not by any means completely change your mix. It's just meant to remove some of the harshness and, like I said, those resonances that tend to build up, especially in the upper frequencies. And that is going to do it for this one. For all of y'all celebrating Thanksgiving, have a wonderful holiday, and I'll be back next week with more beats, more tutorials, and until then, take care.